So, Können wir da drauf? Ja, können wir. Nein, nein, können wir nicht. So. Der ist einfach nur, wie alle Leute weggehen, weil er die Entschuldigungsrede jetzt 500 Mal vorgetragen hat. Kann ich noch was mit ihm reden? Aaron?
Don't you have a blessing to attend?
Ja, haben wir.
Let's talk later.
Aaron direkt verliebt. Aloy immer easy jemand mit Unwissenheit verführt. Natürlich, einfach immer Fragen stellen. So.
We'll start the blessing when all aspirants are in place.
Schön, dass ihr auf uns wartet. Hey, Eret.
Oh,
Expecting more tomatoes?
in truth, I thought they were throwing stones.
Stones hit a lot harder. You'd know the
Das
difference.
sind sehr harte Tomaten.
If you wish to speak, we should do so after the ceremony. I'd rather not hold things up, or do anything else that angers these people. So many spears. Spears everywhere.
Shakespeare's.
After
Let's
the
talk
ceremony,
after the blessing.
please. Better
I don't want to
talk
piss
then.
off the matriarchs. Those are some tough-looking grandmothers.
Das sind sie wohl.
Aloy, take your place right there. The prayer lantern is yours. I made it for you.
Wir haben eine Großmutter.
Blasphemy. Sisters. Aspirants, before each of you sits a prayer lantern crafted by your mother. In her honor, light its flame.
Ah. Nun, das Einzige, was wir wirklich hier gerade machen können, ist sagen, für Rost. Die Mutter kennen wir nicht, für uns selbst ist es zu egomanisch. Für Rost. Aloy hat ein paar Probleme mit mit Mimik. Aber das ist generell so eine Sache. Gestik ist auch eine ganze Sache, mit der ganz viele Leute hier Probleme haben. Viele wackelnde Köpfe. In jedem Fall. Für Rost.
In honor of Rost. And all he did to help me get here.
Oh, Mother, hear our prayer. What is the child but a mother's hope that takes flight? A glowing flame that climbs the air, set free to the wind, sailing the sky till it fades and falls. So, from one to another, passes the chain of love.
Everyone knows Tirsa wants the outcast.
Die Gestik namens Nicken, Nicken und noch mehr Nicken.
Questions for him.
Okay. Wir haben auch ein paar Leuten. Bevor wir mit ohne reden, fragen wir erstmal den komischen Sonnenpriester hier. Eret.
Your blessing was most illuminating. I've never seen its like. A rare gift indeed.
But you don't believe in Allmother, do you?
Usually the distance between our tribes shrouds Norroways from Karja eyes. But here among you, I see a beauty that shines true.
Gut ausgewichen.
Perhaps Naman is right after all. That the sun's light brightens all lands and all peoples.
Who's Naman?
One of my brethren, who believes the sky is wide enough for the faiths of all tribes.
Sehr gut ausgewichen aus der Frage. Wer bist du?
Who are you, Sun Priest?
I am the Reverend Irid. The glory of the Karja is the sun's glory, reflected. We sun priests are but glimmers of its great light.
You just said a lot, but you didn't tell me anything.
My apologies. My duty is to carry out the will of the sun, by serving its emissary among us, the Sun King. I comfort those who walk by the light of day, and I travel to those in far reaches, whom the light barely touches, bearing warmth.
Warum bist du hier?
Did you come all this way just to deliver your Sun King's speech?
It is my duty, and also my honor, to carry the light of atonement to those we overshadowed and wronged. I swallowed my fear, but it re-emerged. I am glad Erend van Guardsman made this journey. He is my shield, a good man.
Was ist ein Sonnenkönig überhaupt?
Who is the Sun King you speak for?
His Luminance Avad is the 14th king of the Radiant Line. His light envelops the sky and everything beneath it. He is the chosen of the sun. By his divine rule, we are given sight and purpose.
You speak highly of him. Do you know him well?
By his nature, he is unknowable and infallible. We are his instruments, not his companions. I have been in his presence, but we draw down our hoods so as not to behold his light directly.
He's the sun, he has total power, and no friends. That couldn't go wrong.
Du hast gerade ein Kind von Maschinen gerettet, nicken. Du hast den höchsten Berg gekommen, nicken. Hast die Welt gerettet, nicken. Ja, natürlich. Man muss immer irgendwie Respekt ausdrücken. Und was mit dem 13. Sonnenkönig?
If your Sun Kings are so infallible, how do you explain the crimes of the last king?
Well, the sun's glory is a great and brazen crown for a vessel as small as a man. If the vessel is flawed, indeed in the burial caves, one can see the skulls of the past kings are cracked, trialed and fired in the sun's kiln. That can be too much for any man to bear, even a ruler of men.
So the sun can make bad choices like anyone else.
Oh, no, no, no.
Sonnenkönigin.
Has there ever been a Sun Queen?
Many wives and consorts, of course. Or, oh, you mean for the sun to choose a queen? Oh, this has not happened.
Why not?
The sun is masculine, of course, and so would
Im
choose
Deutschen
its heirs
natürlich.
thus.
It's a light in the sky. I've never seen anything dangling from it. I don't know if you've noticed, but women run things around here.
Well,
Und wohin hat das
Avad took a
geführt?
woman as captain of his vanguard, the first to hold such an honor.
You mean Aaron's sister, Ursa. From what he told me, she sounds formidable.
Oh, formidable indeed. A woman and an outsider as well.
She might make a fine Sun Queen, given a chance.
A sun... Oh, no, no, no. No.
Aloy? Matriarchie ist gerade kein gutes Argument, wenn wir bedenken, wie die Nora unterwegs sind. Wie steht's denn mit Meridian?
So you live in Meridian?
I do. Where better to mark the sun's divine passage than where the sandstone glows in the light of its passing. I was raised in the mesa's great shade, its wild bird markets and metal cellars, spices and colored silks.
Sounds impressive.
Oh, you should behold it. And you can if you make the journey. At his luminance's order, we have flung its gates open to all.
Any Nora who leaves the sacred land becomes an exile. But hey, who knows where I'll end up.
Aloy hat einfach das größte Lack von Level 1 Rook zu Level 99 Boss in 10 Missionen. Naja, that's how Mafia works. Da kann man nichts gegen sagen. Was willst du, Kater? Du bist gerade erst aufgewacht. Ach, kommt für halb verschlafen, schmust. Krieg bitte Nora.
Why were the Karja at war with the Nora?
Under the 13th Sun King, the Karja had no peace with any tribe. His luminance has sent those days to dusk. We must renew the light that binds us, though few volunteered to come here.
The Nora scare you. They're good at making people feel unwelcome.
It's said one soldier died for every Nora taken alive. But I see you can be as calm as you are fierce.
Nun gut, das war alles, was wir mit ihm besprechen können.
This has been illuminating,
Ha,
but I should
clever.
get going.
You have already been blessed, but may the dawn find you, the day warm you, and the dusk have light to guide your path.
I won't let the
Danke,
Karja
das freut
Go
mich.
in light, and let the sun cast your way.
Cool. Kater, was? Nein, nein, nicht das Kopfhörerkabel essen.
outcast might
Du absoluter Irrsinniger. Nein, nein, nein. Wir sind ja gleich fertig. Wir führen noch die Gespräche und die Prüfung ist nächstes Mal dran. Tschüss.
Aloy, now that the blessing has been made, you and I finally have a moment to speak. I hope the ceremony wasn't too unpleasant for you, given your circumstances.
Ja, es war schön, hat nichts bedeutet. Fand's schrecklich. Ja, es war schon schön.
I can't say it was comfortable, but I could see the beauty of the ritual, even so.
It takes a generous heart, Aloy, to commend a ritual that venerates all that you were denied.
All I'm saying is that it didn't bother me. I have bigger things to worry about than hearing the Nora mumble about their mothers.
I see. I imagine you must have questions for me then.
Warum wurde ich ausgestoßen?
Why was I made an outcast at birth, Tirsa? What crime could I have committed even before I was born?
Aloy, this is not a question I can answer.
Why not? It's simple enough. And what about my mother? Is she here tonight, watching me? Or is she dead? Is she here? Or nowhere?
Yes.
I am sure your mother is here with us, if only in spirit.
That's not really an answer, is it? Just so you know, Tirsa, the reason I'm here is to get answers. Real ones. And when I win the proving, I will demand them.
I know, Aloy. I would expect nothing less.
Ausgestoßen bei der Erprobung?
It surprises me the tribe lets outcasts run in the proving. It's not like the Nora to be so hospitable.
It has always been law that any child outcast has this right, as a means to rejoin the tribe. So far as I know, however, you are the first ever to exercise this right.
I'm not surprised. I doubt many outcast children survive long enough in the wilds to come of age.
I think, rather, it is because child outcasts are so rare. In all my years, I've only known of one other child who was cast out. A boy of 13, who killed his mother. But at the proving 5 years later, he did not appear.
No. I'd be surprised if he survived very long on his own.
But at least he had a chance. Other tribes would have simply executed him. It may be hard for you to accept, Aloy, but the practice of shunning is, relatively speaking, humane.
Oh, is it? Try it out for 18 years, Tirsa, and then let me know what you think.
Na gut, wie sieht's mit Rost aus?
What about Rost? Why was he made an outcast?
So, he never told you?
He said he swore an oath never to speak of it.
Yes. As did I, and the other matriarchs.
Ist,
I'm sorry, Aloy,
willst du?
but Rost's past is another secret I must keep from you.
What else is new?
Der Mütter.
Rost told me that matriarchs don't just lead the tribe. What else do you do?
We teach, offer counsel, give blessings. When necessary, we judge. Our only concern is the welfare of the tribe. Among our number this year, we count 3 high matriarchs and some 30 lesser matriarchs.
What's the difference?
Matriarchs are grandmothers with 2 generations of living progeny. But a high matriarch is a great-grandmother with 3 or more generations to her name. Thus do we speak for generations, lending our opinions weight. The high matriarchs most of all.
So, the more children you have, the more authority you get? I guess that's one way to decide who leads a tribe.
Fleißig muss
Why
man
would
das so
there be
sein.
any other?
Ha. Lanzra hasst uns. Außerdem, für die Frage. Weil viele Kinder zu haben nicht bedeutet, dass man automatisch eine gute Mutter ist. Lanzra hasst uns.
Why does Lansra hate me so much?
She is a woman of extreme opinions. More than that, I cannot say.
It's not my fault that I was born. Or that the matriarchs decided to cast me out.
I side with you in this matter. But there are differences of opinion. And any vote of the high matriarchs requires a majority.
Ah, ist das so. Na gut.
I should be going. I'm sorry if I've been too harsh. It's just... I've wanted answers for so long.
I know, child. You're not the only one who's waited years for this day. I will be praying for your success.
So, Aaron, noch was zu melden?
That blessing wasn't bad. Nice and short, anyway. But I know a half-dozen Oseram tinkers who could put on a better fireworks show. Oops. I hope I'm not throwing a wet blanket on your sacred ritual. It was nice. Really.
Fragen?
I want to ask you about something.
Ask away.
Okay, wir haben nichts weiteres.
Yeah, well, good luck in that proving thing. Maybe I'll see you in Meridian someday. Who knows?
Okay. Olin, my boy. Sprich.
Hello, Olin.
You know my name? Ah, guess Aaron told you.
Why did you act so strange when we spoke earlier?
Must be this festival. I'm really not one for crowds. Maybe I should just turn in.
Stop dodging my questions.
All right, cool your fire. I got nothing to hide.
Jemand, der sowas sagt, hat immer was zu verheimlichen. Nein, in New Game Plus ist die Map nicht aufgedeckt. Das müssen wir alles komplett neu machen. Das heißt, wir verpassen nichts. Wir werden nur wahrscheinlich häufiger sterben und müssen wahrscheinlich weniger Sachen sammeln. Also genau die Balance, die wir gerne haben. Zuerst, wo ist dein Fokus gefunden?
I've never seen anyone else with a focus. Where exactly did you find it?
In a ruin, north of the Claim. That's our name for the Asuram homeland. Up there, the metal seams run deep. Steel giants half buried in loose soil. Forgotten caves that the old ones bored into mountain rock. Your eyes just lit up.
I found my focus in a cave just like you're describing. A ruin of the old ones.
If you've delved yourself, you know as much as I do. Go to those places for answers. Not me.
Was war mit der Motorfehlfunktion?
When we spoke earlier, you winced, then looked like you were in pain. Or frightened. Did your focus show you something?
It didn't show me anything. I told you. It malfunctioned. Happens all the time.
Warum lügst du mich an?
You're not a very convincing liar.
Do you always accuse people you've just met of lying?
Kategorisch.
Only the ones who aren't telling the truth.
Fire and spit, girl. I'm a plain hammered man with nothing to hide. You don't believe me? That's your trouble.
Ganz
not
genau so
mine.
war das. Okay, wer bist du?
What are you doing here, Olin? Why come to Norland?
Aaron needed a scout for his expedition, and a second for his drinking. That's all. Someone to stop the Sun Priest getting lost. When all this is over, I'm back to delving ruins, rummaging for scrap, scrounging up trinkets to sell.
So you're an explorer?
Just another Outlander, girl. A man's gotta make his shards. I just make mine in service to the King's court. That's all.
Hier können wir nochmal
When we
nach
spoke
der
didn't show
Fehlfunktion
me-
fragen. Okay, können wir nicht.
When we spoke,
It didn't show me.
Okay. Deshalb habe ich einfach noch die Möglichkeit, die andere Option anzugehen. Aber gut, wir hätten mehr von dir erwartet. Du bist enttäuschenderweise mittelmäßig.
I don't understand. We have this device in common, but you can't wait to stop talking to me.
I already have all the friends I need, girl. I don't need the bother.
I'm used to being shunned by the tribe. I thought you'd be different.
It's nothing personal. It really isn't. You should try to enjoy yourself tonight. Big day tomorrow. Always best to make every day count.
Ja, noch was zu
Find
sagen?
fortune in your trials, Aloy.
Scheinbar nicht. Ist Lantra noch irgendwo da? Können wir mit der anderen Mutter sprechen? Nein, scheinbar nicht. Nun gut, dann eilen wir zum nächsten Lagerfeuer, wo wir dann die Pause einlegen. Gehen wir mal nach oben. Da war noch eine Sache. Hier, bei der Hütte da hinten, da waren wir noch nicht. Lansra. Jessa. Boah, die geht einfach, wenn wir uns ihr nähern. Du? Auch die geht einfach. Okay, das ist harsch. Okay. Es war ein Test wert, ob der ganze Stamm sich umbringen würde. Dafür klauen wir euch das Taschengeld. So. Ah, ja. 15 Metallscherben. Eure Rente geht in unsere Tasche. Oh, was haben wir denn hier? Wir haben wirklich die Rente der Omis gefunden. Sehr gut. Was ist da unten? Nein, nein! Nun gut. Hast du noch was zu sagen?
I'll give you my best.
See
Okay.
you later, Karst.
Good luck.
So.
Listen carefully now, for you'll have to tell this when I'm gone.
Ja, ja.
In the beginning,
She can't tell me
all
what to
life
do.
came
I'll
from
climb so far up she can't see me.
Du bist immer noch da oben? Und du wartest immer noch, dass er runterkommt?
What an idiot he is. Every year this happens, every year.
Ich werde ganz
At
ehrlich
least he's not
zugeben,
trying to run a brave trail.
ich bin mir nicht sicher, wer der Idiot war.
Climbs better than.
Listen carefully now,
I feel so.
for you'll have. Listen carefully now.
Können wir da hochklettern
for
und den
you'll
irgendwie
have to tell
runterschubsen?
Who's the climber? Who's the best climber? Jarg, that's who. Wasn't drunk when I ran the proving. I'm out of one.
Das hätt's gelöst. Okay. Nein, nein, nicht das Kopfhörerkabel essen, Abyss. Ah, mein Handgelenk. Das ist jetzt ab. Okay, ich bin jetzt einhändig.
Jarg the climber. It's not.
Nein! Gleich. Du bist gleich dran, Kater. Okay, Abyss wird schlecht gelaunt. Wir sind gerade unterwegs zum Lagerfeuer. Geh woanders hin.
Why is everyone so?
Genau, die singen.
To see something new.
Nein. Der Kater wird nur schreckliche Dinge tun
I
jetzt.
could use another brew. Door 2. Door 3.
Okay, wir betreten einen feuchten Dreck erst einmal. Die Prüfung. Die steht fürs nächste Mal an. So. Und das, liebe Gemeinde, ist dann unsere erste interessant verlaufene Aufnahme gewesen. Wir mussten den Stream drastisch überziehen, weil die erste Stunde wortwörtlich nichts passiert ist, weil wir immer wieder neu starten mussten. Wegen technischer Quereleien. Aber da haben wir uns ja durchgekämpft. Dann darf ich gleich, oh Gott, diese Aufnahme zusammenzusetzen, liebe Gemeinde, wird sich für mich anfühlen, wie zu versuchen, ein Schwein aus Hackfleisch zusammenzupuzzeln. Aber wir werden sehen. Irgendwie wird das schon gehen. Ich krieg die 7 Folgen irgendwie wieder zusammen. Und dann geht das dann stets um 16 Uhr los. Dann sehen wir uns entweder morgen in der nächsten Folge für euch oder nachher im nächsten Stream, der um 19 Uhr stattfinden würde. Bis dahin allerdings bedanke ich mich vielmals fürs Zuschauen und ich wünsche euch auch viel Spaß und hoffe, euch beim nächsten Mal wiederzusehen bei Horizon Zero Dawn. Cheerio!